I think every person who lives with sight loss has that thing said to them all the time. You don't look blind. Well, you know, what does blindness look like? So, I've got one for us. All-time United 11.
Right.
So, I'll start off. Bobby Charlton.
Bobby Charlton.
Who's playing next to him?
Probably Roy Keane.
Keano. And you can do two strikers.
Gonna go Cantona. And
King.
Wayne Rooney.
Nice. Good choice.
My dad. He's funny, he's kind, and he's always here for me.
You're going to beat me to them?
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm not sure who's better at football, because he is really, really good for the amount of sight that he's got.
That's good.
Here.
Yeah.
When you have low vision, you have a little bit of sight that actually doesn't work properly. That's really hard for people to kind of get their heads around and understand. So close. Keep it there, you ready?
Come on, Dad.
This is hitting.
Is it?
Nope. Whoa! So I have retinitis pigmentosa, and I've been losing my sight progressively for quite some time now. Right, where'd it go?
Dad, so turn around.
Uh-huh.
And then it's just a bit to the right.
Even being able to see kind of what I can see today, that little bit,
I got it.
is at the last stage as well. So every day to me is seeing things potentially for the last time. Retinitis pigmentosa is a genetic eye disease. There's no treatment or cure for RP. You start to lose your peripheral vision, like a tunnel, closing inwards, getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then as your peripheral vision goes, it then attacks your central vision. And often, in most cases, it results in complete blindness.
See any fingers at all?
No.
Fingers?
No. At the moment, I'm at the last stages, so I've lost all useful vision in my left eye. I just have light perception in that. And in my right eye, I have no peripheral vision. And literally about 3 years ago, I started to lose the central vision in my remaining eye. And now it's like looking through a tiny straw, but I just can't see the detail clearly.
How's this for the kind of field of vision?
No, smaller. Still smaller.
So Dave's vision, when we started making this film, he still had some useful vision. And when I say useful vision, he had a tiny tunnel in the centre.
Yep, about there. Yeah, that's about right.
Now the good eye, with the vision left, has got a cataract growing over the top.
Kind of it's blurrier within the centre.
How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. That's kind of where I'm at now. I could wake up tomorrow and the lights could be gone, you know, the rest could be gone. That tiny bit of, well, it's not even clarity anymore, but just those edges in that remaining straw of vision could be gone. I wanted to show what it's really like to lose the last part of your sight, showing the good, the bad, the full spectrum of how it really is. And seeing not just how I cope with it, but how my family deal with sight loss, blindness.
I like the peace of the beach, allows us to kind of forget for a bit what it's like for us as a family to live with sight loss. More importantly for him, he kind of feels free. It allows him to just be Dave, you know, he's not the blind guy.
Nice catch. Go on, Austin. Oh! Did that on purpose. He's totally chipped you on purpose. Having that sense of freedom sometimes helps me take a break from blindness, because when you're trapped in that tunnel, you need to take a break. It's very difficult to switch it off.
The journey for sight loss is not just about the person, it is always about the whole family.
That was good.
I didn't want to worry the kids. They were a lot younger when he was diagnosed, but then as the years have gone on, we've all realised that talking about it and being honest is the only way to move forward. Because otherwise it'll just eat us all up.
Let's all enjoy this moment. 3, 2, 1.
Communication as far as what's going on in our lives and being really open and honest about it is so important to us. How do you feel when you look at me?
Pardon?
How do you feel when you look at me?
Annoyed.
I feel thankful because you're really kind to us. I feel really warm because you've got a big fuzzy beard. And I'm hoping that you're not going to tell one of your dad jokes.
You love my dad jokes. You love my dad jokes.
So what's so special about seeing, when you look at us?
You guys are the most precious thing in the world to me. The time we're together is so precious. When when you're losing something, everything becomes more amplified than it would do just as a normal parent. And I just want to like pause time, because if I don't pause it, I'm getting closer to the point where I know that I won't be able to see your faces.
This is actually to all of you, but mostly to Dave. How are you feeling about the future?
Scared, a little bit, but if you're going to be scared about something, who do you want by your side? It's all right. It's fine. If I didn't have you guys around me, I didn't have mum support, didn't have you, all of you, I wouldn't be able to be strong. So, yeah, I am scared, because it is scary, but ultimately, I know I'll be fine. I try not to think about it. It's not. I don't always want to think about it. I don't always want to think about it. It's okay.
It is tough. You can't sugarcoat it. It's tough. But I'm definitely proud of, what he teaches the kids, and, the example he's setting for them.
When I was first diagnosed just over 11 years ago, I lost my job. We're no longer able to afford the rent in the house that we were staying in. Austin was just a baby at the time. I just proposed. So when I was no longer able to provide for my family anymore, struggling with anxiety and depression, not just because of the fact that I was now being diagnosed with sight loss and that I was losing my sight, I also felt guilty because of the financial pressure it was putting on my soon-to-be wife, my newborn son, and my family. And I was not coping at all with it because I just couldn't face what we were going through. So I had this eureka moment to just write all my feelings down into poetry.
Woke me up, giddies, anything, and said, I've got this idea, it's going to change everything. And I was like, oh, okay, can I go back to sleep now? Because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
And even though you understand my sight.
I just started to write every single day, I started to post them onto social media, and I'd start to get messages from people in America and all over the world. And it just encouraged me to write more and more and sharing more and more, to the point where I knew that no matter how much of a bad day I was having, I could turn it into something positive. The way it kind of developed from there of releasing my first book, then starting to do all these events and speaking engagements, were giving me the armour and the tools to be able to go on stage and speak about my journey with sight loss and help people. But instead of feeling sad about my ever-fading sight, I share it through this poetry. My heart be the start of something that would change our lives and be the making of me. The heart of it all is I write poetry to show people that nothing's ever as scary as you think it's going to be. And actually, that's the thing that I need to constantly remind myself of. When you are looking through a small tunnel of vision, stepping outside the door can seem like a massive, massive thing. But on a good day, if I'm not letting blindness win, it's getting out and going to the gym. It's one of the few places that I don't use my cane to not be the visually impaired person that everyone's kind of looking at. I want to cling on to that. It's going to the barber's to get my beard done. Even though I can't see how well I look, I want to still look good for my wife.
Dave?
Hang on, mate. It's going to speak at events.
It's the blind poet.
A lot of people will relate to this. I lost my pride to a certain amount.
What you've just said is precisely what I'm going through right now.
And then I might have calls with collaborators.
How you doing, my man?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
Hey, Andre, how you doing? Or maybe it's a misconception that people who have sight loss don't really work. Actually, my life since I started to lose my sight has gotten so much busier. Love that. In evenings, I like to cook dinner for my family. It doesn't always go the way I planned. I've burnt myself countless times. Actually using the wrong thing here. I'm using a salads thing instead of a... Oh, don't tell Amy. Dinner! Is it cooked okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Checked it in the middle and stuff? Yeah. Okay, good. They're the good days. On a bad eye day, it's staying at home with the curtains drawn because my eyes hurt so much because of the light. Not being able to face going out there and navigating around with my cane and dealing with the looks that I get from people, knowing that it will pass and the good day will come back around when I'm able to get back out there again. We support Manchester United as a family. That's always been a part of my heritage, and that's something I wanted to be a part of my relationship with my children.
You make me happy! Let's go to green!
We've been all over the country, going to games, and despite any limitations from blindness, I'm not going to let that take it away from us. Mum's going to drop us off at the Lowry. We'll walk over the bridge down to where Hotel Football is.
Football's my life. I play it, I watch it. That and family, probably two things I love in the world most.
Now, what do you reckon the score's going to be?
I'm saying, I'm confident that we're going to win it. I'm going to say either 3-1 or 3-2 United.
I'm saying 6-1. Harry Maguire scores all of them, even their goal.
Me and Dave have many you about him travelling around. Not because I don't want him to do it at all, but I am a worrier.
You know,
Love you.
love you too.
Enjoy. He's a bit like Peter Pan. Messes around all the time with the kids and, you know, he refuses to grow up.
Often the most difficult part is the navigating to and from. It's weaving through thousands of people who aren't really looking. Despite me trying my hardest not to let blindness win, that it will get the better of me. My vision changes in a heartbeat. That tunnel that I live in will come closing in very, very quickly. And the reality of that hits me sometimes like a sledgehammer.
When there's a crowd, I always get this sense that he's struggling. So I grab his arm. I help him get through what we need to get through. We do work as a team.
Once I get through that turnstile, I can relax, forget about it, and just be. There is a certain aspect where I am more reliant on Austin than it is me looking after him. It's made him a much more caring, thoughtful, responsible person. I've met so many children of parents who have disabilities, and they're just incredible, incredible kids. But for me, it's not about necessarily seeing the game. It's about listening to Austin, getting excited about the things that he can see that I'll miss. With the roar of the crowd and the excitement of the game, I can forget about blindness just for that briefest of moments. And United and going to the football is one of those places I can do that.
Unfortunately, we lost, but we move on.
life isn't all good days. And when you throw sight loss into the mix, when you go, okay, that's not just the last time we'll do it, but it's also the last time I'll see it, I get really anxious and really scared about that. It's those moments where I just try to keep moving forward and forget about blindness, but I know it's coming, and it's coming quick. Hey, May, I'm going to need you in a moment to do the waistcoat for me, if possible.
What's going on tonight, Dave?
The Lord Mayor of Manchester's gala to end homelessness. And I am going to be reading a piece of poetry that I've written especially for the night. Where's my brush? No. To speak for the Mayor of Manchester is definitely going to be a proud moment. So going out in the evening has a lot of its own challenges.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Most environments, whether it be a bar, nightclub, an event, they're not designed for people like me. Most of the time I don't look blind, but when you put me in those environments, I very much look that stereotypical blind person. But you have to put yourself in these uncomfortable situations for something amazing to happen.
The minute he gets on the stage, it's like flicking a switch.
Good evening. Are we all good? Now, I can't see you too well, so you've got to be extra loud so I can hear you. I said, good evening. There we go. You forget about everything else in the world. You're just in the moment. So this poem is called No Place to Land. I carried all I had to own. No place to stay, no house, no home.
It's kind of like magic when he's on the stage. His face lights up and he fully understands the impact that he has.
Now love surrounds where once was none. A wife, a home, my daughter, sons. Their laughter rings where silence grew. A life remade, a dream come true. I always say to people, I don't just write the words, I mean them. So when I'm delivering a piece of poetry, when I'm reciting, yeah, that strength is there for all the world to see. For I have walked where you may stand, with nothing left, no place to land. Yet still I rise, my purpose set. The blind poet lives with no regrets. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause, please, for the blind poet.
Thank you. Enjoy your night, guys. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Oh, thank you so much.
As soon as we walked in the room, Dave was just, he couldn't see a thing. He couldn't make out anything because it was so, so dark. When Dave can't see, when it's so dark, it kind of almost affects his hearing as well. The social cues and things like that, he can't pick up on those, but then the anxiety also adds to that.
That panic sets in and you almost feel like you're drowning. And I just start to kind of question everything. Should I be here? I can't communicate. What do people think of me? Are they all looking at me? All these questions. And I just want to get out of there and just for it all to go quiet.
It's harder to watch.
Huh?
It gets harder to watch.
Oh no. But this is the strong part now for me.
This is that look tonight.
That look?
Yeah.
What look? Oh, that look.
That look.
Yeah. Vacant look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, is it any wonder in that kind of situation?
No,
though?
it's not.
It's just it gets harder when you see it in my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Thinking that might be the way. I know.
How hard was that tonight for you, Amy?
It was a tough one tonight because since I've last seen him do an event, his vision has gotten a lot worse. But tonight as well, because it was really dark, he had like a vacant expression on his face, quite a lot. I've never really seen that before. So it's hard.
My sight has definitely changed since we started this. seeing that out of the eyes the way I see now, it's definitely dipped even more so. The situations that I normally struggle in, I'm struggling with more. I try and keep it in, but I do get nervous when I go to these appointments. I tend to go to them on my own these days because if Amy comes with me, I know it's just going to upset her. Got an appointment under the name of David Steele, and it's for 12:30.
The way, you feel when you're losing sight, people often talk about the stages of grief that a lot of people go through with any kind of loss or tragedy, and you do tend to go through those. Loss of independence, loss of confidence.
Switch over to your left.
Loss of a place in the world, not knowing how you're going to kind of cope with not being able to see.
Hey, how you doing?
Professor Black here, come on through.
Thank you so much.
We know this is a progressive condition. You've lived with the progressive condition. And if we look at the images, we can see you've got RP, and there isn't anything I can tell you about that. Vision's progressing and worsening.
Yes.
We can see loss of the light-sensitive cells, the photoreceptors. You have got cataract, and probably more than just a little amount of cataract.
Okay, so it's grown more.
Yes,
Yeah.
again, that's not too surprising.
No.
If we compare those to 2 years ago, they were already damaged then, of course, but they've moved on. If we look at the remaining retina.
I live with my retinitis pigmentosa every single day, but when you go to these appointments and you see the pigmentation on your retinas and you see how clouded the pigment is and how much of it's taken, it really brings it home in a kind of clinical, cold way. I am actually at the last part of my vision now. Everything's now blurry, and I'm desperately trying to cling on to whatever parts of me are left.
Can you see faces clearly anymore?
No. No, I can't. And I know, like, having that conversation with Amy, and I know she knows it.
So the last few dips in vision means that Dave hasn't got any clear vision anymore. So as he puts it, he can't really see our faces anymore. So me and Dave have asked to join you at the edit suite to see the film because realistically, we both know he's right. Oh, God, sorry. He's right at the very end of his sight loss. So we wanted him to be able to experience film while he still can. It's been a really tough film to make emotionally for all of us, I think, actually, the whole family. It's been a labour of love.
Let's do this.
Come inside, Dave, you go through.
Thank you.
Rough assemble scenes. We're still not quite there, but hopefully give an indication of what it is.
Yeah, let's do it. Just because I'm looking at the screen doesn't mean I'm actually seeing what you guys see. I can't see, like, the looks on people's faces, but I know it's me on the screen, I know it's my family on the screen, and yeah, I can't see the detail, but it's us, and it's our life. When we started filming this, it was capturing all these really special moments, and actually capturing these moments that will never happen again. I think that's one of the things that I'm so grateful for. We don't let life pass us by. We do these little things, and it's so much more precious to us. And that's just a beautiful way to live. So actually, when I say I'm grateful for my blindness, I am, because we wouldn't be this way as a family if if we didn't have this in our lives.
Okay. How does that feel watching yourself?
You know, for me, it's just about making sure that we end on a positive note.
I don't want people to watch it and then just be really sad when they finish watching it.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Yes, Dave lives with sight loss, and yes, he's nearly at the end, but that's not the end. If you go to look to the right of there is where Jupiter is.
What, to the right of there?
Oh, yeah.
Like, getting to stand where I am, it's just straight ahead.
No, I can't. I won't be able to see it.
Straight ahead, Harvard.
Yeah,
I can't
straight
see
ahead's
it.
not the one, Harv.
I can't see it.
Just look straight ahead, Dave.
Yeah?
It's also straight ahead
Oh,
from
there it
here,
is.
Harvard.
Got it. For years now, ever since I started to lose my sight, there's always been this question of, could I possibly see stars again? I literally cannot see a thing.
It's fine, I've got you. It's fine.
Having an opportunity to come to a place where I might be able to see something, potentially for the last time, potentially for the first time in years, it's massive. Life doesn't stop with blindness. You know, we'll have to go through a period of adjustment. But as far as it ending the story, absolutely not. You know, I'm still breathing. This is just the beginning of a new chapter. Am I there?
Yeah.
That's it. And then if you can shut your other eye as well.
No, I can't see anything.
Are you moving your eye around as well to see if you can see anything at all?
Nothing. No, there's nothing there. I can't see anything.
Okay, what's on the first one?
No. It's important to show that despite all these sad times that we go through and the things that we face in our day, what was that? There are always good times around the corner. And it's no different in my life. I've got it. I've got it. That's weird.
Fantastic.
You see it?
I think so.
People do see it like that.
I can
as
see
well.
it here.
Yeah, you can see it from
Really?
further
Yeah,
back.
there.
Further away?
Yeah, there.
Clearer?
Yeah. Well, as clear as I could.
Yeah.
Like right there. It's hard for me to explain, never mind anyone else to understand at times. And I think a lot of people with similar conditions like me probably find it the same. When it's hard enough for us to explain, how do we expect other people to understand it? That's gone again. I've lost it all now. You know, often when you're talking about sight loss, it can be seen as something that's quite down, and actually, life's not like that. Well, our lives aren't like that, and even blindness can't take that joy that we share. We use that small tunnel to see what really matters. I can see that one.
You still see it without the laser?
I can still see that one
without the laser.
That one there, yeah, right there.
So that's Spiker in Virgo.
They were talking about the colours and twinkling, and I'm not able to see that, but just seeing a dot of light in the blackness is just, I don't know, it's...
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite emotional. Yeah, I didn't expect to be able to see it.